What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Alliance War video. I'm fighting for the Alliance XMN, and we're matched up against a nation alliance. There's no way I can pronounce this. The loose translation does mean loyalty unto death, and that is super intense. Whoa. They're finished in Masters last season, so we know this is going to be a bit of a challenge. We bumped back down into Tier 2. Not ideal, so we're going to have to win a few to get back up. This is what we have in front of us. We have 5 fights. We're starting off on Path 2. We're going to hop over to Path 1 in Section 2, and then we're fighting one of the minis on Boss Island. Some of the notable fights that we're taking on here, we have a Rank 3 Apocalypse, our first fight of the war on Section 1 Path 2. He's got Strike Counter Fury and Power Struggle. Strike Counter Fury, that stuff can get pretty out of hand if you don't have a good handle on the fight and you fall behind. The rest of the fights are pretty straightforward. Torch fights and Magneto fights. So we're bringing in a freshly rank 5 thing. I haven't actually done a real fight with him yet. I was able to rank 5 him last week and did a few Labyrinth of Legend runs to get those 6 stones up to get him up to Sig 200. He's there to take on Apocalypse and Annihilus. Human Torch at rank 3, Sig 20. He's taking on 2 Mystic fights for us. And then we're bringing in Magneto. He's going to take on that Guillotine 2099. This is our first fight on Node 5, Strike Counter Fury, Power Struggle. We've seen this fight get out of hand. We've sent Magic here, Warlock here. They're pretty safe, but we just feel like Thing at Sig 200 is just such a safe counter to this fight. As long as you maintain 20 rock stacks, or as close to 20 for as long as you can. You're going to see this interaction pop up here, and you'll see why it makes this fight super safe. So we're going to parry at the start of the fight here, just to get my rock stacks up to 20, and then I'm just going to go to town, ignoring the Strike Counter Fury node. Not really paying attention to how many mediums, and how many lights, and how many heavies. I'm just going to let him stack up as many passive Furies as we can, and eventually we're going to get to the point where pretty much all of his hits are going to trigger the protection from my Sig level. And all you have to really worry about is not getting hit, as long as you're really sharp with your parries, keeping an eye on your rock stacks. Don't let him get to a special 3, I guess. But even then, I feel like the special 3 is probably fine. So, here we go. I'm going to bait out his SP2 here. And you'll see my rock stacks are at 20, protection is up. It's going to re-trigger protection, and we're taking 100 damage on one of those hits, and 1 damage when my rock stacks are at 20. You see my health bar is barely moving, and at this point in the fight, it's just a matter of not getting hit, keeping rock stacks up, baiting specials, still not worrying about those passive Furies. So as you can see here, Thing just is super safe here, as long as he's Sig 200 and you have a good feel for keeping those rock stacks up, which really isn't hard. See, we took 1 damage on some of those blocked hits there, and he's got a scary amount of Furies. With any other champion, the chip damage would be just insane, but Thing's Sig ability is, it almost feels broken. It feels really powerful, kind of similar to what I've heard perfect block teams in the past used to feel like. Don't have to worry about dexing his specials. I can just take as many blocks as I want and eventually chip him down. So there you go, 85 hits, he's down. We lost 10% health, which is totally fine. First fight down, 4 more to go. So here we're at the second fight of the war on Node 14. We have a Guillotine 2099 on Strike Counter Fury, Power Focus 1, and Brute Force. We're bringing in rank 3 Magneto. He's just going to do broken basic Magneto things. He's going to do what he does against metal champions. In this matchup, I don't think I need to worry about Strike Counter here. I have no idea if the ability accuracy reduction is just going to completely take over and not let her gain those Furies, but regardless, this matchup is really low threat for Magneto. So, we're just going to do normal Magneto gameplay. Parry heavy, that's already doing just a big chunk of damage, so at that point, we know that this fight is super straightforward. Odds of us dying should be really low, just as long as we play clean. She's got Power Focus 1. I want to see if I can push her to her Special 2. just to kind of maybe bypass the chance of her power draining us. It's looking like I have a window to fire off a special 2 with a pretty good amount of prowess and end this fight. Don't have to worry about myself missing. And there we go. Second fight down. In a flash, we got 3 more to go. Next up, we have a rank 2 Sasquatch, I think, on node 30. Vigor and Indomitable. This just screams Human Torch. Basic Human Torch gameplay here. We're not going to use our pre-fight because we need our pre-fight later on in the map. We'll stick to medium light, medium combos, and the only threat I really have to look out for is him triggering his Wrath of Tanorak phase. But things go well, that shouldn't really be an issue. Yeah, it looks like he was a rank 2. Man, that health pool is thick, almost at 200k health. Can't imagine what a rank 3 would look like here. Doesn't really matter though, Torch just takes care of Mystics like nobody else can. You see we're stacking up a few Smolder charges from taking blocked hits. We're entering Nova Flame, or Nova mode, really early in the fight, and it's already doing a lot of work here. Just keeping up the same rhythm here, parry, medium, light, medium. And we're about halfway through. 30 seconds into the fight, shouldn't be much longer here. Let's see if we can trigger our Nova Flame one more time and stack up some power stings. Oh yeah, there we go. Looks like he's gonna go aggressive, fire a special, take power sting damage, and that's the end of the fight. Pretty smooth. Took a little bit of chip damage, no worries there. We got 2 more fights left. Fourth fight here, we have a rank 3 Annihilus on Buffet, 15%, and Lionheart. I haven't really seen this placement before. I think normally we would send a Quake here, but I don't think she fit on my team. So I'm going to use Thing, and we're going to use the White Magneto pre-fight here. He was placed by a teammate who doubled up my path just to place that pre-fight. And we're going to use Thing. Now, we don't have to worry about Buffet here because he's Nullify immune, so that's pretty cool. One less thing we have to worry about. And we're going to be able to parry stun reliably thanks to that pre-fight. That pushback, though, really threw me off at the start. I haven't used the pre-fight much, and this is kind of one of my first times using it. Just that slide back was super weird. But no worries, we have enough time to get our combo in right after the parry. We're going to fire off our special 1 that kind of gets rid of his control rod for a little bit. We don't have to worry about him going unstoppable. Really small detail, I don't think it's much of a threat in the fight. We're taking a little bit of chip damage here, but I don't really care. This is the last fight that I need Thing for, so I don't have to worry about healing him back up after this. Just want to make sure I get the full rhythm of Annihilus's special 1 before I start dexing it if I want to. But not really doing anything special here, just making sure I'm clean with my parries, getting my combos in, baiting his special 1, and that's kind of just the rhythm of the fight. We're getting some good action with our passive Furies here thanks to the Human Torch synergy, which automatically gives us Furies anytime we would gain more rock stacks past 20. But we're in a really good position here. Minute and a half into the fight and things are looking super stable. Haven't run into anything threatening that would derail our game plan here. Just have to stay focused and finish this one clean. Looks like we're going to finish this one off right here, and boom, there we go. Thing did pretty well with pretty well for us here. Took 2 fights in, got through those 2 fights really cleanly, so we got 1 more left. So here at the last fight of the war, Node 54, Aspect of Evolution, Enhanced Special 2 Bias, and Enhanced Power Gain. We have a rank 3 Mojo. We're going to use our Human Torch here. Activating our pre-fight. We want to get in and get out. We don't want to be in this fight for a long time. We're going to use our medium combos just to stack as many Nova Flames as we can. Bait his special 1 as much as we can. And we've turned off Dexterity here. The last time I did that, I completely forgot. So I'm going to do my best not to be an absolute clown and forget this time. So, medium, light, medium. We'll get our temp to 20 right away, and then it's just a matter of stacking as many Nova Flames as I can and trying to kill him before he has the opportunity to kill me. Trying to bait out his special 1 here. don't have to worry about not having dex here. It's really easy to shallow evade, and regardless, I can just take all the block hits I want. It's just gonna stack up more smolder charges. Gotta bait out another SP1. There we go, and he's already halfway down, and we're just over 30 seconds into the fight. I have a special 2 ready to deploy in case I get cornered, but this fight is pretty much over. Just have to melt that last part of his health, and he goes down. There's the last fight of the war. Always good to get through cleanly. And unfortunately, we're going to pick up the loss here. Not ideal. We just didn't play very clean as an alliance overall. So we're 2-2 right now. It's an okay spot to be in. Like, we're probably going to have to win 2 in a row to get back up to that tier 1 multiplier, which is where we want to be. But we're still early in the season. We're a third of the way through, so there's still a good amount of wars to be fought. And it's just a matter of continuing to improve. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you with the next war.